My name is Dawson, and this is a program that algorithmically composes a piece for you. So here you get some options before you start the piece. The window size, starting coordinate of the first ball, and initial velocity. But I'm actually not going to change, because these are good default values, so I'll just leave them the way they are. Start it. And so there are balls moving at various points on the screen. It's unfortunate you can't see them all, because it is kind of cool. And it's especially important that you can't see the bottom. Because the things at the top, you can adjust vertical speed of the balls. Like that. You can adjust horizontal speed. Get them to fly in that direction. And overall speed. You can also, let me slow it down a little bit. You can hit decrease temperature, and that'll just slow down the speed of all the balls by a certain value. You can toggle gravity, which makes them bounce.
Nice.
Not necessarily the most practical thing, but it's cool. Part of the fun of it is just looking at the GUI. Let me turn that off though. Yeah, so you can just decrease it all the way so they all stop, and hit consolidate. It sort of takes the center of mass and moves all the balls to the center.
Nice.
And then then you can hit randomized speeds, and they explode out from that point. And actually, it'll randomize the speeds whenever you click it, no matter where they all are. Then you can, let's see. We turn the speed down a lot. This is why you want to have a long piece time, so you can mess around with all that stuff. You can turn it down really far, and then if you hit black hole, it does the consolidate thing in real time. So yeah. But it does create a cool effect because you have like a lot of change, and if you hit black hole, then obviously you're not going to have very much change at all. So, and actually there are a lot of sliders at the bottom, so let me take this off of here, because you're not going to be able to see them on that screen, but they're kind of cool. And they allow you to change the piece like a lot more than you can just with the randomized buttons. So, I don't know if everyone can see this, but you have buttons here that allow you to give the user control of the different parameters of the sound. So like for instance, here frequency is being changed by one of the balls. If I click that, then the frequency is held constant. You can adjust it with this slider. You can do the same with, so these are all the parameters. Let me just put all of them, enable all of them. So here, the basic sound is controlled by an LFO routed to a low-pass filter. So this is the rate of the LFO that you can change. LFO amount, all the way down there's no LFO. Filter cutoff. Filter resonant, which you can actually hear better once it's going. It's basically the Q value of the filter, and then these are the different partials, because it's playing different notes at the same time. So you have the fundamental, then the fifth up from the fundamental. This is actually a 10th, not a third, and whatever the sixth would be, it's 13th and a 14th. And this inharmonicity. Okay, this is what it should sound like once that is set to 0. And as you drag that, it gets less, I guess, even integer multiples. And then you can hit the set to minor button, which makes it a minor chord, which is cool. So then you can obviously radically change the kind of piece you have from like that sort of up and down piece. You can get total control by enabling all these, or you can enable some and not others. So now these upper, not technically harmonics, but these upper pitches are sort of fading in and out. The volumes start fading in and out depending on where the balls are. It sounds pretty good if you take out everything except for the inharmonicity and the cutoff. Actually, the cutoff you can take off too. But you can get lots of different sounds just by enabling some of these and not others. Or you can just take them all off if you just want to leave it all, all to what's going on the screen. Oh, one other thing that I forgot to mention that's pretty cool is this random color. So yeah, you can change the color of the screen. But also, when it changes the color, it also randomizes the relation of each ball to these parameters at the bottom. So each parameter is controlled by the vertical position of one ball and the horizontal position of another ball. And when I hit random color, it randomizes which ball controls which one. So it's possible actually that some of these balls aren't doing anything and others have like multiple duties. But it's randomized each time I hit it, so you get different relationships.
Wow.
Yeah, and so then you can just create a piece, just load it up and sort of create basically whatever you want within the possibilities that this framework allows. And then if it hasn't reached the end yet, but you want to end, then obviously you can just close it. I think I covered all the features that are currently in. Yeah, and it does that. I think that's all the features that are currently in this
Wow.
program.
It's really impressive. You ready for some questions?
Sure, yeah.